Charles Nyama Mensah Jr. was born on the 17th of October 1984 at the Police Hospital in Accra, Ghana. He was born to Charles Nyama Mensah Sr., a politician, businessman, and legal practitioner, and Elsie Evelyn Avemega. From the very beginning, he grew up in an environment shaped by discipline, ambition, and high expectations. He spent most of his childhood in Accra and attended 7 Great Princes Academy in the Dansoman. But even at a young age, he stood out. He was naturally drawn to performance, creativity, and self-expression. That passion became visible when he appeared in the popular Ghanaian drama series By the Fireside at the National Theatre of Ghana. It was one of the earliest signs that he was meant for the spotlight. Later, he continued his education at Winneba Secondary School, where he completed his secondary education. But by then, something bigger had already started growing inside him. Music was no longer just an interest. It was becoming part of his identity. Before the world knew his name, he entered the music scene with the name Doggy. The name was inspired by a dancehall figure he admired at the time, Yogi Doggy. It was a period of discovery, experimentation, and searching for direction. But that chapter would not last forever. He later reinvented himself with a new name, Bandana, and under that identity, everything changed. He released the song Mokohu, and it quickly became a nationwide hit in Ghana. His voice was everywhere. The streets embraced him. Radio stations played his music constantly. For the first time, it felt like he had truly arrived. But success can be unpredictable. After the breakthrough, the spotlight slowly began to fade. Bandana gradually disappeared from mainstream music. The industry moved on. New artists emerged, and slowly the noise around his name became quiet. To many people, it seemed like the end of his story, but in reality, it was only the beginning of a new chapter. For years, he remained away from the mainstream spotlight, and during that silence, something powerful was happening behind the scenes. Rebuilding, reflection, reinvention. Then came the return. A new identity, a new sound, a new energy. Shatta Wale. And with that new name came a completely different force in Ghanaian music. He returned with hunger, determination, and consistency. This time, his impact was stronger than ever. One of the biggest turning points in his comeback was the hit song Dancehall King, which reintroduced him to the industry in a powerful way. From that moment forward, Shatta Wale was no longer seen as just a returning artist. He became one of the dominant voices in Ghanaian music. From his birth in Accra, to his early days as Doggy, to the rise and fall of Bandana, and finally the rebirth of Shatta Wale. His journey became a story of transformation, resilience, and reinvention. A reminder that sometimes what looks like the end is only the beginning of something greater.